And welcome everyone to the first episode of the Grey Boys podcast. I'm Grey Boy 1 William, and this is...
Grey Boy 2, Mac Daddy Gene.
And we are going to be talking about...
Dragon Ball Super.
The upcoming season. Hopefully it's a good one. The last season of Dragon Ball. Well, I guess I shouldn't really say season, I should say the series, right? I mean, do you think it'll be Dragon Ball Super? Or we'll have like Dragon Ball Super like 2 or a tagline?
I think there'll be a tagline. Like it'll be Dragon Ball Super and something like Battle of Z or some generic superhero stuff.
It could be something stupid like Fairy Tale 2018, something like that. I wouldn't like that though if it was like Dragon Ball Super in parentheses 2018.
No, I don't think they'll do that. Like call it Dragon Ball Super 2019. I think for them they'll try and put a name, but it'll be something ridiculous like Super Dragon Ball Hero, something like that.
So upcoming season, I want to talk about the big thing for me at least is Broly canon. Is it canon in the Dragon Ball Super universe?
The thing with Akira Toriyama, I don't think he's entirely sure what canon is. For him, it's just, at the moment, what he wants. And then looking back, he's just like, no, I don't want that anymore.
To me, I kind of just thought of this. He kind of now, as he is, reminds me of George Lucas when he was still in charge of Star Wars. Where like he's like, I'm making my TV show. And like, what about all these movies and spin-off mangas and stuff? And he's like, it's canon until it's not canon. But he's gotten to a point where it's like, what's canon? I don't know.
It does sound like that. But Akira Toriyama is just, he's really throwing things to the wind. Like, just the fact that the manga...
And throwing things at the wall and seeing if it sticks?
Yeah, but none of it's sticking.
Oh, I mean, Broly is. Well, I think it's the opposite. I think a lot of stuff is sticking, but it's not the stuff that he thought was sticking. So it's Kale and Khalifa. Like, everyone loves them. What are they really doing? Not much. Are they going to be in this new season? Probably not. I wouldn't be surprised if we almost never see them again.
The Tournament of Power, that the last arc in Dragon Ball Super, it did seem like it was just a, hey, let's show you other Saiyans and other universes and other weird things.
Well, I mean, it came out that he didn't make them and he didn't like them originally. I think he made Kaba, and then the people who like work on Dragon Ball Super were like, hey, we had this idea for female Saiyans, and he showed it to them, and they were like, and he just wasn't really into them.
So he had no part in Kale being the whole Broly?
No, I think that was literally just like people like Broly in the Western audiences. Let's make a Broly.
What will the Western audience have an effect on the Japanese?
Well, I think because they sell a lot of merchandise here.
I don't think Kale's flying off the shelves.
But we're talking about the past. But like Jiren is 100% gonna pop back up, and it's like I have no problem ever seeing him again.
I'm ahead. Well, I'm reading the manga. I'm one of those manga elitists for Dragon Ball Super. I plan on buying the whole thing when it comes out. Mm-hmm. Definitely they're gonna go into multiverses, but I think they're gonna give it a break because I think the next arc right now is they're in their universe and they're traveling space and.
Let's get back into that. So the new season is going to be based off where the manga is, and it's about that guy who's trying to get the original Supreme Kai back, or he was like a Supreme Kai of like the North Supreme Kai or something.
So this guy,
the Fat Supreme Kai,
right, the one inside of Boo. So there's this planet eater. He eats planets, and he was just destroying the universe. He was like the original Majin Buu, and the Supreme Kai, who's inside the current Majin Buu good, was the one who sealed him away. And he went to the Galactic
Patrol?
Yeah, the Galactic Patrol.
Good job.
They had him in jail, and then he broke out with the help of actually one of Frieza's men. Randomly, they just
like was Frieza purposely trying to release him?
No. One of Frieza's men was in jail, and he broke out.
This kind of sounds like the plot of BoJack, but okay.
So Goku and Vegeta get hired by Jocko to help fight. I don't know how many people actually watched Lord Slug or was able to follow through the whole story, but people say there's a lot like Lord Slug because he goes to New Namek to collect the Dragon Balls. Because now, this was centuries, like like hundreds of years. And now he's old, lost his strength and everything. Actually, that's also the plot of Kami too, now I think about it. He wants the Dragon Balls to rejuvenate his youth and get back his old power. But he also has the ability to steal energy. So he's completely stolen energy from Vegeta and Goku, which now they can't go Super Saiyan.
But so we stole like Super Saiyan altogether?
They just don't have enough energy to go Super Saiyan. Because I guess the way the Saiyans work, they need a certain amount of energy. Because you know how like Goku's like, I don't have enough energy to go Super Saiyan 3.
I thought they kind of got rid of that though. Like when Goku in the Cell Saga Wasn't the whole point of like the training by staying in Super Saiyan for like all day long was like reduce the amount of energy to take it?
Right, reduce, but then eliminate. So I guess they still need some amount of energy. Like they can't even fly. Like you see them flying, they're just like almost falling out of the sky. So that's how bad.
Are we bringing back the Nimbus? And would the Nimbus go to them if they call back other galaxies?
This is way out of the instant transmission field too. If they did, I think fans would call bullshit.
I think fans would love the Nimbus returning.
They would, but you know the hecklers.
What's the Nimbus doing? Is the Nimbus a sentient being? What's it doing all day?
Last time we saw him was
Saiyan Saga. Gohan. No, it was the Buu Saga. Gohan gave him the Goten.
Oh yeah.
That was the last time I think we ever saw the Nimbus. But they never it's yours now. And I think Goten flew with him to school one day, and that was like the last time I think it ever made an appearance.
Kind of has launch syndrome where he's there and he's not.
Do you think when Buu kills everyone, he kills the Flying Nimbus too? Like, does the Flying Nimbus count for like, I want everyone that X killed but back to life? It's like Nimbus pops back. And does the Nimbus become another cloud when it dies?
When the planet exploded, then it just became space dust, and no air can survive in space, so I'm pretty sure Nimbus died too. Is he sentient though? I guess you would think of it like also like the magic carpet?
No, because the magic carpet is like a physical... Like, the Nimbus isn't physical unless you're like a pure heart. That almost seems less physical, more magic.
I couldn't say, I don't think anyone really thinks about Nimbus.
I don't know. I think people do. I don't think they think of like where's Nimbus every arc, but I think people like would generally happy if like someone it doesn't have to be one of them, but like someone should get the Nimbus. I think just like give it to someone in the I don't know.
If anything's coming back, I want the power pole. I want real martial arts.
Power pole.
Like him fighting using the power pole.
I mean, Dragon Ball Z and Super, I think hasn't been about martial arts for arcs.
Yeah, but now with more or I really don't know his name, taking away their energy so they can't use Ki Blast and everything.
The new villain.
Yeah. If they went back to just straight martial arts.
I mean, it'd be interesting. I think I prefer that too. Like I forgot. I think it was during the Jiren arc, the power of the tournament arc, where like he was fighting someone, and they're like, "Look at he's such a good martial arts." I'm like, they're not doing any martial arts. They're just punching each other, and they're not like dodging or doing moves. It's literally just two people like hitting each other in the face. Dragon Ball Z is not about martial arts anymore. Even the tournaments aren't even about martial arts. It's just like it's a battle royale.
Who can fire the biggest blast?
Not even that. Just who could push someone else off a tower or something. But anyway, so we went way off topic. Broly, did it happen? I think it did happen. I think it is canon. However, I think we will never hear or see it until we see it. It'll never be like a mention, like oh, remember when this happened? I don't think it'll be anything like that. I think we'll continue where the show left off. And then, like, I think it'll be like just one episode. Let's go visit Broly, something like that. I think they'll just immediately jump into it, and you wouldn't even be expecting it.
I don't think they'll do that. I think the only hope of Broly being in the regular TV show is if they do what they did with Resurrection F and Battle of Gods, and redo the Broly movie.
I think another problem with Broly, and it's a major problem with Dragon Ball Super, is that he's not Goku and Vegeta, and he's too strong, and they don't want to give time to anyone else. It's hard to have Broly in there and for him to be a background character. I think you can't do it.
I agree. It'll be mostly like just a call out. Like if they do the move, they try to make him canon by putting him in the TV show. They would redo the movie, send him away, but just cameos. Like they'll just be like, we're in trouble. Like, can we get Broly? There's no way. I don't have enough energy to go to instant transmission there and come back. So we're on our own.
I think the only time we'll see Broly is in filler.
You know what? Thinking about that, I would love that. A little filler of them on the planet, and the green lady, Chile. Like she tries and mends the relationship between Ba and Broly, and that's the whole episode. I'd be down with that.
I'd watch it. But I wouldn't mind like a 10-episode arc where they just do something together.
Yeah, but when you said like they don't right now, they always focus on Goku being the hero, Vegeta trying to be a hero, failing, and then Goku coming and saving the day. That's their formula. And
No, that's why
they don't want to
I
go
think
away
it'd be a
from
good
that
like
formula.
filler arc where you could just have like, because no one else in the show has ever met Broly. Give me a filler arc where they just like bring him like to like a party, like a Bulma party or something, one of her famous parties that they all go to, and just have him there and have people interacting with them. I think that'd be pretty interesting.
It would 100% be interesting. I feel like that's more of, I don't know if you ever read the manga, but how that's like totally out of the way.
I'm just not up to date. I'm up to date with the English release date for the manga. I don't read it online. I support my my fandoms by buying.
I mean, it's 100% supported because Viz Media has it online for free, like up to date. So
Do you have ad blocker on? I think
I plead the fifth.
Okay. I said it when the movie came out. I will never see a Broly or a Kale
But let's think about it this way.
interaction.
in any time in Dragon Ball Super, did they ever bring up Tarble?
Yes, I think they did. Did they mention something about his
I mean, not did I say movie? I meant the TV show.
Yeah, the TV show.
They did? They brought up Tarble?
I think they mentioned him.
Because I remember in the movie when they were like, "Oh, we need 5 Saiyans," and then Bulma was like, "What about your brother?" "Ah, well, I don't keep in touch. Honestly, I can see it like that. Like, hey, we acknowledge this person exists. You want to see him? Tough luck.
But I think that'd be the opposite because no one's really asking for Tarble. At least I'm not. I haven't seen people like, "Where's Tarble? Where's Tarble?" I think people more like, "Where's Gohan? Where's Piccolo and Krillin?" I don't think you could just do a quick throwaway to Broly's name. Like, "Oh yeah, Broly," or without people being like, "Is that gonna?" I think the problem would be the fan speculation. It'd be like, "Oh, when's Broly coming? When's Broly coming?" And then it's be like, "Oh, I guess he's just not coming around."
No, but I'm really starting to feel like producers and like the people working on these shows.
Like they'll push for it.
No, they're really disconnected from the fans. Like they think we get hype just from hearing names, or just hints of it. Like if
But we do. We got hype for Broly.
yeah, so they're just like that's all they're gonna get. These animes and everything, they treat characters like it'll take a lot of work for them to get that actor, that voice actor. Like like for certain movies, like they'll make
I think it's more in the Americas, United States. I think Japan, like it's like it's known that like it's like the voice acting like super treated well and stuff. Unless you're like a super big name, I don't think they care about that in Japan. Like you're gonna work for us again.
Then why in movies? Then they're just content. I mean, with shows, they're just content with saying the name, and they're like, okay, you guys are good. Like, why not just give the character?
I mean, I don't think Dragon Ball Z, for me at least, falls in that. I think that I think they know what fans. I'll get that check. I think it's Akira Toriyama. I think Akira Toriyama is like, I have a vision for this, and it's not that. And then the animators and the people working like on the show are like, oh, okay, I guess we'll kind of have to work around that. I don't think it's the people working on that. I think it's Akira Toriyama.
Yeah, but from what I keep hearing in the background, Akira Toriyama keeps shooting ideas, and they're just like, no. They just keep shooting them down. Like, wasn't his whole plan to have 18 and... No,
19 and 20.
Yeah, 19, 20 being the main bad guys?
Well, that was that was back when, like, early on. And that wasn't then, that was like an editor, like for the manga. But I mean, I would 100% say the editor was right about that.
So wait, was Cell ever supposed
It's
to happen?
the Cell arc, no! It was supposed to be androids 19 and 20 as like the big bads for the arc. I don't think that would have been...
As good?
Yeah. I mean, Android 20 just really looks... I mean, they both kind of look really stupid. Like a fat clown and like just an old man.
Sounds like a comedy trio. Duet.
I mean, it would have been interesting as androids 17, 18, 16 as the villains. But I do like the fact that they're good now. Like, we wouldn't have gotten that. So I'm all for that. So, back to what we were talking about. So I'm kind of looking forward to the next arc. It seems interesting. I'm not super crazy about getting back with, like, the old Supreme Kais. Especially him. Like, I don't know. He seemed like the stupidest one. I don't know. I'm just so tired of gag characters. Like, the Supreme Kai they're getting back, like, he seemed like the goofy one of the group. Like, give me West Kai or that super buff one that made Kid Buu into Super Buu. Like, they just seem more interesting. Like, there's all these just, like, everyone who they introduce is, from what I've seen, he's like a fat, goofy guy.
I see what you mean. Even in Dragon Ball Z, I wouldn't say he was goofy. Like, he was laid back, but when time to get serious, like, he got serious. But what they did in Super now is they did hypnosis on Buu to bring out Grand Kai's memories. So
Grand Kai, so Buu.
Supreme Kai, my man, not Grand Kai, because Grand Kai is that hip old guy.
Yeah.
But like they brought Majin Buu on New Namek. They told the Majin Buu like, oh, that's him. And Majin Buu looked at him and was like, it's you. I'm gonna pay you back for everything you've done to my friends. And then they showed like there's gonna be some big fight between him and Morg. But Morg went to go hit him, but it didn't, like, the hit didn't affect because of Boo's jelly body.
I mean, it's interesting. What do you think they can do after that? Like, are we ever gonna get to the whole Jiren story? The person who, like, massacred Jiren's, like, village or something? Like, it's just, I feel like Super, for me, has this long-term story that they have planned that I just have I'm just actively like, ugh.
But I don't think that would make for a good story.
The
Like, what, is Goku going to his universe to help him find
Yeah.
who did it?
To avenge, yeah.
I
I think there's just he left off. I mean, even like every now and again, like anytime they come out with new merchandise or like marketing, like Jiren's there, like he's there. Like I think when they made the movie, they were talking like, oh, what would Broly be like if he fought Jiren? I'm like, I don't care what Broly would be like if he fought Jiren. I don't care what anyone would be like. I don't care what Goku was like when he fought Jiren. I don't care about Jiren. The best part about the Jiren versus 17 Frieza and Goku was 17 Frieza and Goku working together. That was just like, you could put anyone there. You could have been like, what would it be like if 17, 18 and Frieza fought Krillin? It's like, well, Krillin get effed up, but you know what I mean? Like, Jiren, everything to me Jiren is in. He's the weakest part.
I'm starting to feel like Akira Toriyama is trying to just recycle old things. Bringing back Android 17, bringing back Frieza. If anything, the arc that will come after this one might be, hey, what's Frieza doing? Like, we just left him to roam around in space. I feel like he's just gonna go back to basics.
I think Frieza will be that, like, once every couple episodes we'll have like an episode dedicated like what's he up to like right now. Which I don't know. I don't understand why they let Frieza go.
I don't think we're gonna get original content. I mean we'll get original content, but it's gonna be sprinkled with old characters. Like, think about it. We got Trunks back. Now we're going to the future and stuff. They brought Frieza back. It's just bringing back people. Like, he's gonna keep, like, when are we gonna get Cell back?
Exactly. When are we getting Cell? Are we getting Cell X? I want Cell. I am the Cell fan here. We've gotten like everyone but Cell back, and Cell's so good. I think the problem is Frieza. The excuse of how they made Frieza strong. Oh, he never trained and stuff like that. It felt kind of lazy to me. I would believe Cell being at their level more than Frieza.
Who is Cell absorbing?
Not even absorbing, but like he has the like their DNA. Like, I can imagine like him. He has the
Saiyan cells.
Yeah, like the Zenkai power. When he loses and he gets brought back from the brink of death, he gets more powerful. That's how he became perfect form to perfect Cell. They can explain like the training. I believe Cell gaining more power than like Frieza. Like, I just never trained before.
And then at what point does Dragon Ball Super just become Dragon Ball Z 2.0?
It is. Yeah, that's exactly what it is now. And I gotta say, because I know people are complaining like, oh, we're coming towards D-Day. Like, when are we gonna hit that last chapter of Dragon Ball Z? I think I'm okay with them if they do it right. Just brushing past it.
Brushing past what?
Remember, like when they meet Oob, like that last chapter of Dragon Ball Z. Everyone is like, oh man, like, well, how are they gonna explain? They don't have to explain anything. Why did Goku need to go Super Saiyan Blue in that fight? He didn't, right?
Against Oob?
Yeah, and like, why isn't Beerus and Whis there? Why would they need to be there?
Yeah, we don't really.
Yeah, I think they can still perfectly just like one episode is that last chapter, and then just immediately go right back into where they're going.
I think, for me personally, let's start with the small things before they start talking about how come they don't have God in GT, what's Super Saiyan 4. Let's start with the basics. Why is Bra younger than Pan? How does that work out?
Oh yeah, she was. Yeah. No. She wasn't. Was she? Wasn't Pan how old? I don't remember Bra in that chapter.
She was well, I guess Pan was talking to her. But
I mean, Pan was in the tournament.
But Bra was there too. She was sitting next to Bulma and everything. Like, she was taller.
I mean, they can explain that she's taller. It's not a big deal, right? I think she's really only like she like really looks older. I think they say that she's older in GT, but I don't think they ever like put like a date to her birth. And you can just have like they're like close to age.
This I gotta check out because for the longest time I was under the impression that Bra was older.
Because of GT. Because GT Bra is older than Pan.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, but in Super.
Well, I mean, I don't think Super is leading into GT. I think GT is retroactively been canceled. It's Legends.
Is Super not canon?
No, I think Super's canon. I don't think GT's canon.
I think I like Super Saiyan 4 more. I want Super Saiyan 4 canon.
Then what?
Then Blue and God. Well, God
and Ultra Instinct? Oh, about Super Saiyan Blue Evolve. Oh, about Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan Kaioken times 4.
100% Super Saiyan 4. All day, every day. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta.
Oh, yeah. I expect there's so many, like, give it a Gohan. Why not? Why not just give it a Gohan? Why is Super Saiyan 3 the last one? Just give it a Gohan. You don't have to make Gohan a huge character either. Just be like, that's Gohan's transformation. It doesn't have to be as strong as, like, Ultra Instinct or anything, but just give it to... Look, we ran out of colors. Like, are they going... Like, they have... I was going to say green. We have... Oh, like, what's left? Orange? Like, purple. Like we're getting into like just so many like. That's not Super Saiyan God. That's Super Saiyan Magenta.
You know what's really upsetting me though? They, throughout this tournament of power, they were hinting at Gohan getting a new form. That's all they're talking about. I'm looking for a form past Super Saiyan. I'm trying to get stronger for this. I'm trying to get better, this and that. They were really hyping up.
Do you think he'll be Super Mystic too?
I think they would have to throw in a hyper in there.
Hyper Mystic? Oh, what's the upside? I know a lot of people are gonna hate that. People don't like. I know people don't like the Mystic thing.
Where did that come from? Would it be from the video games?
It
was
might
one
have
of
been
the
from
Budokais?
Budokais, yeah.
Mystic Gohan, Ultimate Gohan. Was there another one? That was it. I think it's just the two.
I like Mystic. I'm not a big fan of the Ultimate. It reminds me of like, Power Rangers during the Saban era when they were like Ninja Steel and Super Ninja Steel and Mega Force and Super Mega. I don't like Ultimate. I don't like when it's like really like bland names like that. Put Mystic, why not? Some grand like Supreme Kai came and awoke in his mystic powers. Go Mystic.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to fight for Ultimate. Mystic just sounds weird. Mystic sounds like it would cause confusion because it wasn't. It was his powers unleashed, like his potential unleashed. So it wasn't really. Yeah, mystic abilities took his potential out, but more of an ultimate Gohan. Like that's his ultimate form.
Or
that's
Super
the best
Gohan.
he could get. There's Super Saiyan Gohan.
Or Super Gohan, Super Saiyan.
2?
Maybe. Yeah, but I think. I don't know. I think fans really want. They obviously really want like Gohan and all the other people back, but mostly Gohan. Like Gohan's the one everyone's like, we want like Gohan. We prefer if they were all back, but we'll settle for Gohan. Just give us something. Just give us one other character to have them with. You gave us Trunks, and he like flip flop with his like hair color.
That was a really weird thing because they kept the young Trunks the same hair color.
They gave him a new sword with like a bland hilt. Like you made him weird. Give me like a new form Gohan. Give me a new father-son Kamehameha. I felt nothing for the father-son Gallic Gun. I felt like it was unearned. Give me a new, like you've already kind of established that Goku and Gohan like they were training together. They had that amazing fight. Like just sprinkle it in. Give this like real good long-term storytelling. Sprinkle it in like the next 2 arcs that Goku and Gohan are still training off camera. And then give me a major arc that Gohan like needs to step up and end it with a new father-son Kamehameha. Tell me you won't lose your shit with that.
A new father-son Kamehameha. I don't know if we can top the first.
You'll never top the first. But I think that'd be the perfect nostalgia.
But why ruin the sanctity of it?
I mean, we'll ruin the sanctity of everything. Come on. We saw Gohan go Super Saiyan, and the Super Saiyan kicked his ass. Just turning Super Saiyan, he like lost it. He couldn't do it. I feel like characters have like been taken so low that I'm like, there's nowhere to go up but up.
Yeah, it was really weird what they did with Gohan. Like at least with GT, they showed that he gave up the fight and everything, but it wasn't like he was a punk. Like he was just like he was still like, okay, I'll go and fight.
Yeah,
but in Resurrection F, they were just like, oh man, I don't know if I can go Super Saiyan. I'll give it a shot though. And I was like, that was a really weird thing to say.
GT implied like the perfect mix of I'm a regular guy, I have a family, I'm a scholar, whatever that means. Don't know if he's a teacher, but they were like, but I train on my days off. Like, remember when he went to fight Goten? He was still jacked. He had his gi, I think, underneath his clothes, and he went Super Saiyan. I think he went Super Saiyan 2. He was fighting Baby in, I think, Vegeta, right? Oh, no, I'm sorry, I don't know. Vegeta fought Baby Gohan. He was fighting Goten, and he was winning. The whole reason that that Baby took him over was because Gohan was, like, lapping him in the fight. Like, they established that he was still, like...
Training on something, yeah.
GT, it was just, like, his muscles, the tracksuit. I don't know what Super's duo tracksuits are.
Gave one to 18. Gave one to Gohan.
Who's that?
Maybe it was his tracksuit era. Maybe he was feeling it. What was that, 2015?
Yeah, around that time, I think. Yeah, he had a dorky haircut.
That was a bad haircut.
I
don't know what that was.
Dorky haircut, and he fought with glasses. I am pretty sure. I don't know. I get the sense that Gohan just wears like fake glasses. Cause you're gonna tell me when the going gets tough and he has to fight, which was when he needs his eyesight the most, he's gonna take them off.
It's for dramatic effect. It's 100%
It is.
dramatic effect.
But like, mine is the assumption that he's fighting and not really seeing properly.
I think at that point, he's just feeling key.
What?
Just feeling key.
Like how fans originally wanted Ultra Instinct with like when we had Silver Eyes, there was like a big like, oh maybe he's blind.
Yeah, that. You know what? I kind of like fan theories.
Oh, I love that. Excuse me, I remember telling you that and you were not into it. You pushed back like that'd be stupid. Because the fan theories were like, oh, Ultra Instinct. The whole point is like, you know, not using your eyes. That's what we was talking about. The whole point of Ultra Instinct is that you react without like your body realizing it. So I think the blind thing would have been really interesting.
I think we should let the fans take over. Like, you ever see those? You ever see those Twitch streams where it's like Twitch plays Pokemon and all that, and they have the chat like decide? That'd be cool if they just had made an anime like that. Let the chat decide how the anime goes.
I don't think I'd like that at all. I wouldn't like that.
But no, with still beyond all its mistakes and errors, I'm really excited for Dragon Ball Super. I was happy when they announced it after that really long break, like from when did Super start? From whenever it started,
like
but
2 years I think.
when they announced like Super's coming back, almost didn't believe it. That was a joke. Here it is. I'm excited for it, and I can't wait to see where it's going. Plus, they have the artist who worked on Dragon Ball Super Broly. No.
The person
Yeah.
in charge, I think, of the Broly art, like not the person who like drew the whole thing himself, like the person who's like the head of like whatever, like the Department of Art or whatever. I think he's been moved to the head of like Super Creative or something, and the person who worked on Last Super, which was also equally known for his art, but not in such a positive light. But towards the end, better. He was moved to Heroes, which is I don't know. I don't see any hype for it. I don't think Funimation doesn't seem like they're really that interested in it. It's been going on for a year.
Has it?
Heroes? I think it came out last summer. Last summer, we about a dozen episodes in. I have watched one. I mean, it seemed interesting, but I'm more of at this point. It's like I'll binge it all when it.
I like the what ifs,
done.
but yeah, I think that's the best bit.
I like the multiverse one.
Definitely not canon.
Definitely not canon.
No, what was I saying?
You're talking about you looking forward to next Super, the new
Right,
Super.
but I'll admit, well, I'm excited about the new art direction they'll go, cause I'm one of Dragon Ball's biggest fans.
I'm going to also point out to the audience that he was not into the Broly art when it was first announced. That poster of Goku he didn't like.
It took some getting used to, but seeing it in action, I was like, okay, it works. But I'm one of Dragon Ball's biggest fans, but I'll admit
He's never watched Dragon Ball.
I'm one of Dragon Ball Z's biggest fans, and I'll admit the art for Super was not that good. I was watching Dragon Ball Super on Toonami.
The English
Last week, yeah, the English stuff. Last week or 2 weeks ago, and they showed Gohan. There was a close up on Gohan's face. I don't know what happened, but one eye looked like it was regular. No, it was regular. The other one looked like it was very heavy on eyeshadow. Like it was just a thicker, dark line, and it looked ridiculous.
Well, I think the whole point was that they were like really under like heavy like time restraints, so they were rushing through a lot of it. So it was like, that's good enough, whatever.
But why rush it? Like we had nothing for years. Like there was no rush. At one point, we didn't even think anything was gonna happen.
They should have worked on it for a year out. They should have had like it come out.
Yeah, they should have been like 3 arcs ahead.
Yeah, they should have been like at least like 30 episodes like in the bag, perfected.
Or if it would help them, they can go back into their old classic look. I don't think anyone would mind if it was just like Dragon Ball Z.
I think Dragon Ball Z has become too family kiddie friendly. I think they'll never go back to like blood and muscles. Like it's too. They don't want that's not the look they're going for anymore.
I mean, I think in terms of power, we've seen Piccolo lose his arms like 3 times already.
Yeah, but it's like an Avengers. Like they're cutting up. Like in the Avengers, Spider-Man went into kill mode and was like piercing holes through those henchmen of Thanos, and the whole thing is like, yeah, well they're not human. No one really. There's no standards for that. Gene is the positive, the optimistic here. I am going into Super very, very eye rollish.
Never heard that one before.
I'm not. The new villain is not like it looks like a Beerus next level.
I'll give you that, 100%.
It looks. He doesn't look. It like the villains to me. He doesn't look good. The new villain. I'm just, as I watch, I'm just gonna be like, oh, when are we getting this Jiren thing? I know it's coming. I know there's gonna be a huge arc where we have to find that evil dude that Jiren mentions, and Jiren's gonna be on the team, and it's gonna be Jiren, Toppo, Vegeta, and Goku. And I'll be like, I do not want 3 of these characters on the screen.
I disagree. I don't think we're getting Jiren. I think people agree if you're sending.
I don't think Akira Toriyama cares. Akira Toriyama really liked Jiren.
And then they'll tell him, we're not doing this. I mean, I guess we can mention him. You want his name? We'll say we'll say Jay.
Control over that.
Huh?
He has full creative control.
I don't know, because we just had Jiren. Why bring him back so quick after that? No, I think.
You mean like Frieza, being in almost every single arc since him coming
Resurrection
back?
F. Then we had the future arc.
6 versus 7.
6 versus 7. Which then they brought Frost back, which is kind of a Frieza callback.
And they just kept mentioning Frieza the whole time they were fighting him. Just like Frieza. Just like Frieza. In fact, didn't they reanimate cutscenes of the Frieza fight on Planet Namek?
Like I said, I think we're most likely to get an arc about what Frieza's doing than we are to go talk to Jiren. Besides, I don't know.
How do you know they're not connected?
From different universes?
Yeah.
Maybe Dragon Ball Super is a little bit of a mess.
Last statement. I'm pretty sure we're seeing Jiren again. Don't think we're seeing Broly. Will we see Universe 6's Saiyans? And specifically, because I think Cabba 100%. Will we see Kale and Kefla in a major role at any point in this new series?
Major role, no. I will not see a major role, but I will see them as backup.
Damn. Well, I think that's all for us for now. A good inside look into my friend's mind about Dragon Ball Super. Very more hopeful than I am, unfortunately.
I mean, not a lot of shows can just come back from the dead after this many years.
I think we're living in the era of nothing but shows coming back from the dead. But I will say that Super pulled it off on certain parts that made it work. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of a lot of the Super arcs. Really early critic of the art, even in the later episodes.
I just want to say, if anyone is listening to this podcast, please, I'm talking about Funimation, Bandai, anyone, no live actions. I don't know if you see what's going on with the whole live action stuff. It's not working out. You can't do it. The type of picture you make.
Even the Japanese live action movies look bad. Like the Attack on Titan and the Bleach. I don't know, that's true though, but I heard Bleach was the Bleach one was really good.
Don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't do live action. Don't do 3D either. Just stay in your lane. You're doing it.
But that Gundam movie, keep going with production. I know it's a million production. Make a great Gundam movie. Please, don't make it for kids. Make it R-rated. I want to see people dying in Gundam. But that's our talk about Dragon Ball Z, and we are the Grey Boys.
Mac Daddy Jean, sign out.
Super Kami Will, always here. And we are out.